Hey fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl EE. Today, the series we're reviewing is titled From Scratch. So this movie has me feeling some way. I don't know if I like it, but I just felt somehow in general about the movie. We have cast as Zoe Saldana from Colombina that was acted in 2011, the bigger version of Amanda Stelling from the movie Colombina. And we have another cast, Eugenio Mastrangelo and Daniel Deadwiller. So, from scratch. From Scratch has 8 episodes, just season 1, and it premiered October 21st, 2022. It's a Netflix original, by the way. So this movie was kind of recommended, but I saw it, but I didn't really, I wasn't feeling it. So after I was told about it, I'm like, okay, fine, let me just give it a try. And forget the fact that I said I felt some way, but I really enjoyed it. There's a lady from Texas came to Italy to school, like to do an art school, but she was a lawyer originally. She was waiting to go to law school, but she just because she had serious passion for art, and that's how she landed in Italy. And from the story, she fell in love with a Sicilian who was from Italy. Wow, it was a lot. Like for me, the progression of the movie was too fast. I know there were some parts where they wrote a year later and 2 years and all that, but from the very beginning when she met the person she supposedly fell in love with, she had someone else who was from a very rich family. But we always saw the guy was just all full of himself, and since his family had an art gallery, it felt like he was on top of the world, and she loved art as well. And then we had the guy who she actually fell in love with. He didn't. He went to school, obviously, to study poetry and translation, which Amy's father laughed at because he did not finish. And then the father was like, "You want to study art, and this is what he did," and then he didn't even finish, and then he ended a chef. So I think from the very start when they met, if you really watch movies very well, you will know that okay, that is the supporting character, or that's like the main character. You know how it is now. But I love what producers do, and we have producers as Guy J. Lothan, program creator Atika Locke, inspired from scratch, a memoir of love, Sicily, and finding home by Tembe Locke. It ran for 49 to 58 minutes. So you know what they do? They first give you the main cast of the movie, and at the end of the day you have to figure out okay who is this and who this isn't. So yeah, that was how the movie started. And then we saw, so why I said the progression of the movie was too fast was because we saw that before you knew what was happening, she was already going out with the very first man she met, and they were already in, because for me it felt like they were already in a sexual relationship, even though it wasn't shown, but we saw them kissing and all that. So obviously it was going to lead to one or two things. She couldn't do it without Lino. And I'm like, hold on, how long have you guys you guys haven't really hung out aside the time he came to the house and you going to his restaurant and all that? So what time did you guys spend together that all of a sudden you already can't live without him? But okay, that was that. Anything could have happened. Maybe it's just for us to get the imagination that okay, this was what happened and this wasn't what happened. Okay, quite all right, I understand that part. But I love every other thing that happened, how she finished her art school, and how she and Lino had to move to LA and stay with Zora. And that was where the love story began. And for me, even after Lino's father was very angry at him that he abandoned everything and left, I love that they made peace with each other. They became friends at the long run, and it was so beautiful to watch how they hugged each other. Oh my god, it was so nice. And for me, what I loved about this movie was the fact that because I was thinking that Amy's father wouldn't love Lino at the end of the day, but the family, and this is a family who stayed together, would always be together. It was a large family, quite alright. Amy had like 3 mothers, that including her mother-in-law, but she had like 2 other mothers who they were there, beck and call. They would have each other. And then seeing Amy's sister, I know sisters always go through one or two things, but the bond they had. And then I think at the very end, seeing their daughter, beautiful soul. Like this movie literally made me cry. Like I wept. Like seeing everything. I don't want to give you spoilers so that you see it, but this movie was amazing. Shout out to the actors, shout out to directors and the producers. And to see that they used different scenes, like not different scenes, like different locations. We saw when they moved back to Italy and when they moved back
LA.
like everything was different, the vibe. And I loved how Lino was able to adapt to his new environment, even though it was difficult for him. And I love how the couples were like, I think there was a time where she got a job, but that wasn't the job she really wanted. But she had to stick because she felt like, okay, fine. Um, this I need this job to keep my husband. And surprisingly, when she spoke to him, he was like, do what makes you happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. And I love the fact that the father learns to stay at his like arm's length. There was a time she called him to explain about the job situation and all. And he's like, no, talk to your husband. I'm still your father, no doubt, but he's the person you should be making decisions with and not me. So it was so amazing. Well thought out script. Everything was on point. The accent. I know Zoe Sandala is a very fantastic actor. She has done so many great movies. So I didn't expect anything less from her, and she did a wonderful job. I mean, is it when she's sad or when she's crying or when she's trying to act like a baby? It was amazing. So, guys, I would give this movie a 7/10. It was amazing. Trust me. Just don't say the rating is too. Okay, it's not that it's low, but I know you should expect like a 9 or 10. But the movie is amazing when you watch it, and if you're going through a similar situation, you really relate for the fact that it taught some things that usually people don't know in times of grief and all that. So, but yeah, they made you know that you need to talk to a professional, talk to someone who would actually listen. So, shout out, the movie was great. Also, here another review from Miss NG. Yeah, you should watch out for that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and keep supporting me. I love you all. Mwah.